Hello everybody, Salty Walty is here. I'm gonna do a bit of a difference, not Gundam. So I'm gonna do like a bit of a, it's a weird combination type of video for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I wouldn't watch this if you don't want any spoilers. This is also gonna go into a weird territory of, theories. And the reason I say that is because I've been in the Final Fantasy 7 rumors lane for a very, 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 very long time. And I'm seeing a lot of similarities from the old rumors that I used to read from back in the day. Because if you guys don't know, I have concluded and I've beat this game. So I'm gonna turn down the sound because I personally have my TV muted, and I just want to make sure everything's low and I don't have any complaints. I'm gonna just turn it down. So if it's too quiet, I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure. You know, I do always tend to get complaints about my audio. So I'm gonna start off with, I like the game. It was pretty fun. I had a whole lot of fun with it. There are some scenes where I kind of don't agree with, which just don't make no sense. I kind of like, I don't mind some of the story changes they did here and there, but all in all, it's not bad. I really liked a lot of the gameplay. Some of the bosses are damage sponges, but I think that's more because I was playing on dynamic difficulty. So I think that really boils down just to because of the difficulty I was playing on, which is fine by me because it definitely made the game a lot more fun and kept the challenge up. That just meant I couldn't grind and breeze through an area. I had to figure it out myself. And it led to a lot of fun things. So let's get into the ending. So if you guys have beat it, you guys know that Aerith still dies. Well, here's the kicker. Some of the story, or some of the timelines, you see that Aerith, she survives. And looking back at the Genova Omega theory, which is like a 26, 28 page report, which is something you probably want to go check out because it's a fantastic read. It's, I think at this point like a 10-year-old report. And it's a very, very interesting read if you haven't read it. And I feel like Square Enix has checked that report out and is including that, or essentially ideas from that, into this game. Because in that it does, you see similarities of what's going on within this game, such as different timelines. In the report, it also states that Genova, which it is also stated in lore that Genova is not from the planet, as we all know. She's an alien. And Genova goes on to taint the current the planet's live stream to make it more habitable for herself and her children, so the live stream could be used to bring back her children, aka in this game the Gi tribe, which also made the black materia. Well, the black materia is housing from the report says, is housing the essentially the will of Genova, which is because The reason why Sephiroth is able to control all the Genova stuff is mainly due to the fact that Genova doesn't have any will anymore. And the reason for that is because the G contained her will into the black materia to summon the rest of the planet that Genova came from, because Genova is an Omega weapon, and an Omega weapon is a type of weapon that the planet makes when it finds out that it's about to die. So it will take its life stream and then gather it, kill off the rest of the life on the planet with a separate type of weapon, aka Chaos in Final Fantasy world. And then it would Omega weapon would shepherd the live stream to a different world and take over, or use a different or a different planet as a new home. So it's very interesting, because I'm seeing a lot of similarities between this theory and this new storyline they're going about. And I'm not even mad, because the Genova theory goes into a materia I've actually missed. It goes into a lot, stating how with the multiple timelines with Aerith and Sephiroth, because you see it during the gameplay. The world Zack's trapped in, that's a separate timeline made due to this group's decision at the end of Remake to defy their destiny. And because they defied their destiny, they made a new timeline which saved Zack. Now, because of that new timeline, they screwed over the new timeline's white materia. So Aerith had to take the old timeline's white materia and give it to Cloud when Cloud lost his shit in the pyramid, the Temple of the Ancients, and transfer him back over. So it's So what's happening is essentially Sephiroth and Aerith are duking it out endlessly. This is a non-stop battle for them. And during this game, Aerith is stating, I keep forgetting things that I should know. And that's because, well, certain timelines are just being wiped out because they're not needed anymore. That's the reason why both Sephiroth and Aerith lose memories here and there. But sometimes Sephiroth can remember shit, and sometimes Aerith can remember stuff. It's really interesting. And then you got Cloud, who's stuck in the middle, who's being used by both of them. The more it happens, it seems the more fragmented Cloud becomes, the more screwed up he becomes. In this game, he's extremely more violent. When it comes to when he's being possessed by Sephiroth or being influenced by Sephiroth, he is extremely more violent when it comes to killing. Instead of just ending it, he prefers to make them suffer. And it's kind of crazy with watching it go down. And Aerith is just trying to help, and there's not much. There's times where she can help Cloud, but Sephiroth is getting stronger, and it's not looking good. But because Aerith is able to do the same thing that Cloud is and go through the timelines, or Aerith is able to do the same thing as Sephiroth is and go through the timelines. It really doesn't matter what. I'm having trouble with this one mission, by the way. It doesn't really matter because it's like they're endlessly at a tug of war. So what's happening is because in this universe, or because the Geek tribe are now related to Genova, that's the reason why they cannot diffuse into the life stream. The life stream, the planet completely refuses them, and the ancients, or the Cetra, they stole the black materia away from them, so they couldn't call Meteor or Genova's old home world to come crashing into the planet to give them true death. And the reason that would give them true death is because, well, their old home world's back, and that would give them a place to dissolve into. People, if you say, well, why aren't the Gi affected by the call, like the reunion? Well, they're not modified scientific projects made by Hojo, and they're also trapped essentially in that location where they're at by both the ancients and Seto, Nanaki's or Red 13's father. So there's multiple things holding them there, but I have a feeling within the next game, they're gonna find true death in the form of Sephiroth's gonna give it to them, or they're gonna be absorbed by the black materia. Because at the end of this game, Cloud somehow fuses the black materia into his Buster Sword, and I find that interesting. So during the final cutscene, or the cutscenes, there's multiple scenarios that are happening, such as Aerith being saved by Cloud. There are scenes where that happens, and there are scenes where he doesn't. So there are worlds where Aerith does survive at the temple, and she doesn't die. So it's very interesting that sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I want those items, come on. And yeah, so it's very interesting in how everything's going. But the Genova Omega weapon theory is very... It goes on to say Cloud's never gonna die, because, you know, Geostigma's in his system, and it's not technically... because the whole little situation that happens during Advent Children, right? Geostigma is an adverse effect of what happens to the body that's infected with, I don't want to have, screw it, I'll go fight those things. It's an adverse effect of what happens to the body that has come in contact with some form of Genova, or some form of Mako that has been infected with Genova cells in that way. So, it's... What's happening when you're infected with Genova, it spreads across your body. You start puking this black stuff, which spreads the tainted life stream. So when it comes in contact with Mako, the Mako dissolves and then taints the life stream, which hurts the planet, which poisons the planet, thus turning it over to a part that would help Genova gain control of the life stream, thus ripping the planet, or ripping the planet's own life stream away from itself in a very, I would assume, painful manner for it. So, I'm definitely seeing a lot of similarities between this rumor. And then there's also, like, man, I haven't read that theory in so long, because it's been a while, and I don't know where my copy went off to. But yeah, you guys should definitely give it a read, because it's gonna fill in a lot of blanks. for this game. It's definitely something that's, I feel like, is happening or going to happen. And sadly, I don't see us getting Knights of the Round in the third game, nor do I see us getting Bahamut Zero either. I think we're gonna get Bahamut Sin, because Advent Children takes place after this timeline. So what happens is that Bahamut, they don't have the Loz's Kadaj, Loz, and Yazoo. They don't have any materia until they find Cloud's crate of materia. So, well, and Cloud apparently has Bahamut Sin, and well, not Bahamut Zero. So that just makes me feel like that's where he gets it. So that makes me a little sad, because I do prefer Bahamut Zero over Sin. Even though Sin, the fight between the crew and Bahamut Sin was pretty baller, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, time will tell how they run this game. I had a lot of fun with the story. A lot of fun boss fights. Red 13's a very fun character. It makes me sad that we had to wait. Makes me really sad we have to wait to play Vincent or Sid. Sid's purely pilot. He doesn't nearly cuss as much as he did in the first game. I think he dropped shit in hell like once the entire game. Very upsetting about that. Then there's also Vincent. You have to fight his Gallon Beast mode. I guess I could show his Gallon Beast mode off. For those who've played his played the original game, you know his Gallon Beast was actually not much bigger than his original form. And then you also have Dirge of Cerberus, where it's actually quite a bit bigger than his original form. Well, this is his new Gallon Beast form, and I can't say I really like it all that much. It's not the design I don't like. I like the design. It's the color. It's the white. The white doesn't make any sense to me. And for whatever reason in this universe, he's still technically working for Shinra. So it's the white that really throws me off. I feel like it should be black slash gray with a hint of red. It's the white, just I don't know. It's not him. Like, I don't know. But I really like the way how his cape ends up being like the red in his hair, and then you got that cloth wrapped around his tail, and the tail ends up being a battle axe. I mean, that's cool as shit. That's cool. I like that. And then for whatever reason, the pauldron on his left arm becomes a bladed weapon too. Like, why not? I mean, that's cool. But as of right now, the story's getting really intense. And I feel it's gonna get good in the third game, and I can't wait. But those are, once you guys read the Genova Omega weapon theory, let me know. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts, because you guys are going to read that and you're going to be like, damn, Salty's right. There's a lot of similarities about what's going on. Let me know what you guys feel. Comment down below, and we shall talk to you, and I shall talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and yeah.